ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Quincy Jones!
Welcome to an exploration of one of music's most extraordinary minds, the legendary Quincy Jones. From his early days as a jazz prodigy to his reign as a master producer and cultural icon, Quincy's journey wasn't just a story of success, it's a testament to the boundless power of music to inspire, innovate, and unite. Today, we'll dive deep into each chapter of his career, tracing how a young boy from the south side of Chicago rose to change the landscape of music forever. This is an evolution marked by passion, precision, and a relentless drive to push the limits of sound. Born in 1933 in Chicago, Quincy Delight Jones Jr. came from humble beginnings. His early years were marked by the challenges of poverty and a difficult family life, but music became his refuge. As a teenager, Quincy took to the trumpet, and jazz became his passion. With influences from greats like Louis Armstrong and Ray Charles, a lifelong friend, he developed a deep respect for jazz as both a genre and a revolutionary force. By his late teens, Quincy was performing in Chicago's jazz clubs, honing his talent and setting the foundation for his future career. In the 1950s, Quincy gained fame playing trumpet in Lionel Hampton's band and quickly emerged as a talented arranger. His arrangements for legends like Count Basie and Sarah Vaughan established him as a promising talent in jazz. After receiving a scholarship to study at the Schillinger House, now Berklee College of Music, Quincy continued his studies in Paris, expanding his musical knowledge under the tutelage of Nadia Boulanger. His exposure to European musical traditions profoundly shaped his approach to composition and arranging. Jones broke racial barriers as one of the first black composers to score major films, starting with The Pawnbroker in 1964. His Hollywood scores set new standards in film music, blending jazz, classical, and other styles. His scores for films like In Cold Blood, 1967, and The Italian Job, 1969, showcased his ability to craft tension and emotion. These scores were groundbreaking for their blending of styles and sophisticated orchestration. Jones composed memorable TV themes, including the one for Sanford and Son, which brought jazz into American living rooms and broadened his influence. The late 1970s marked Quincy's transition to mainstream music production, starting with his work on Michael Jackson's Off the Wall, 1979, which fused pop, disco, and jazz into a fresh sound that captivated audiences. The landmark Thriller album became the best-selling album of all time, establishing Jackson as a global icon and redefining pop music production. With hits like Billie Jean and Beat It, Quincy's layered, detailed production brought a new level of sophistication to pop music. In 1987, he worked on Jackson's Bad, adding another chapter to their legendary partnership and cementing his reputation as one of the music industry's most sought-after producers. As Quincy moved into the role of elder statesman, he mentored younger talents and served as a connector between generations of artists. He helped shape the careers of figures like Will Smith, nurtured the rise of Tevin Campbell, and offered his expertise to countless others. Quincy recognized hip-hop's rising influence, seeing it as an evolution of jazz. With projects like Q's Juke Joint, 1995, he bridged jazz, R&B, and hip-hop, creating a space for artists from all genres to celebrate his legacy. Through the Quincy Jones Foundation and other philanthropic efforts, he promoted music education and social causes, inspiring change through his platform. In his later years, Quincy remained a celebrated icon, receiving accolades such as the Grammy Legend Award, and continuing to inspire artists and audiences around the world. On November 3, 2024, Jones died at his home in the Bel Air neighborhood of Los Angeles at the age of 91. His publicist confirmed his death. His passing was met with an outpouring of tributes from musicians, artists, and fans. Quincy's influence was felt across the industry, from jazz and pop to film scoring and hip-hop. Quincy's work reshaped music's possibilities. He proved that genres could merge, that music could be both high art and widely accessible, and that a single person could make a profound impact on music history. His contributions continue to inspire, guiding artists and producers in search of their own unique voices.